Welcome back, lords and ladies, to another tournament for Westeros Total War. We will be playing as the Lannisters, and we'll be rejecting that guy. It's against the rules to adopt anybody, so that's the reasoning behind that. Now, my fleet is in range of Kraykall, which is great, but unfortunately, we're going to have to just kind of go rejected. In fact, gonna do that. We'll do that. I know Kraykall could get there next turn, so he could stay. And Sandor. I would like him to be in range, but out of sight, out of mind. Especially out of Mathis Rowan, because we were defeated. We lost the battle with Lance and Lannister. And he doesn't like the Spaniards, but that's alright, because he's just a little bitch. No offense. You know what, there's offense there, so suck it. You little bitch. Anyways, our spearmen will be ready next turn. Now what I'm thinking here, we got some forts by the Starks. Now, this initial idea it's taken hold of me. As it is, Robb Stark is up here by this grain field right here. So he's in range of these three places, Pink Maiden, Raven Tree, and River Run, right? So I can move over here. He's just out of range. I can move Jaime right there. Also, they have a ship here, so they see me. They have some reinforcements here that they want to get to River Run. But I don't want them to go to River Run. Oh, what I would love is if they just stack River Run up with tons of men. And then I just, I just slaughter the shit out of them because they have... It'd be like the draw out thing, like I just draw them out multiple times and just slaughter them multiple times. It'd be awesome. But yes, I'm gonna put Jaime over there. Tywin will go over here. And then I'll be taking all of these men that away. And then, yeah, Robb's army is out of range of these two forts. And this way, I thought this through. If Jaime was a night fighter, and if we can get him to a night fighter with maybe a battle, because there's another force right over here. It's just out of range of River Run, or at least it should be. It might not be. I don't know. But anyways, it will make him panic at the very least if we cannot even get a night fighter, because I'm not willing to risk besieging River Run with the faction leader and faction heir and losing right away. If anything, I could just, look as if I'm going to attack River Run, which it looks like I am, doesn't it? It does, pretty convincingly. Yeah, we've got plenty of units in range, right? But what I could do is race up north, fort off this area, and take both Seaguard and the Twins, and I could just keep marching north. And or just sail north, because I have my ship here. It's going to be ready in a few turns. And I've got my other ship up here, ready to go. And I think we're pretty good down in the south. I don't want to make any more moves yet with this army at Silver Hill, because Randyll Tarly is close by. He's right here, and he's very deadly. He's out of range of Old Oak, but he's in range of Mathis Rowan. And yeah. Anyways, Kevin, I would love you to join up with my friends here. Possibly. And then you guys go, what? What do you mean, possibly? Well, possibly. Possibly not. So we've got a 3-star general here. Or no, a 2-star. A 3-star. Another 3-star here. And then if I'm going to be taking Joy Lannister, moving her down south to go after Randyll Tarly. And if he doesn't move him by this next turn, I can get him by next turn and nab him. You have to have a 35% chance or greater to steal a general, and unfortunately, Roose Bolton is unstealable, so I cannot have him. Sure, there's plenty of Stark generals here that I could take, but they're just not worth it. Like, their command stars are not worth it at all. So yeah, it's a sad thing, but I think our Eastern Front is going to be alright as long as the Starks don't come around this way. It would actually be pretty unwise of them to undo their forces here at Harrenhal just to outflank me. Because if they did that, then they would open themselves up to be stabbed to death by the Baratheons of Stannis. As it is, it's just me myself versus the Starks and the Renlys, and then Stannis versus the Renlys and the Starks, and vice versa, vice versa, vice versa. This is just a crazy one. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, move these archers, move that there so I get some free upkeep, and then I will move... I need to move somebody. Kevin doesn't have that great of chivalry, and I can't move Lanson, who has no chivalry whatsoever. I know I need to put him there.
I seek an honorable engagement, dear foe. As you wish. Yes, noble sire.
Need to get two of these spearmen just in case Tyrion's stolen away by a sudden heartthrob. He did get traits to increase his command and his loyalty by 1 each. The honest and, you know what, I'll just show you guys what the hell. Social drinker and honest, there you go. Brawn, yeah. But yeah, there you go, you know that. Alright, should I start training more men? I kind of want to refrain from doing so, since I'm getting 6 more units here. I might start on some Guards of the Rock, possibly. Because these guys are really, really good, and so are the Lannister Macemen. So if I started on one of each of these, how much money would I have? I'd have 3,900. And yeah, it might not be a bad investment. Time-wise, though, it would be a pretty bad investment. Because it would be 3 turns, so it'd be about turn 5 or it'd probably be about turn 6 by the time they're done. And then I can start moving them out. But still, that's a 3,000 down payment for something you don't have to pay upkeep on for 3 turns. So economically, it's not a bad idea. But I do want to get more men down at Craig Hall as well. Because once I start spreading out this way, then shit's gonna go real, alright? I might have the option to get close to Highgarden before they fortify it up and whatnot.
I will defeat you honorably, my worthy foe.
I don't think so, actually. If I remember right, I believe there was a stack in Old Town, so if they have that stack, then there's not really there's not a big good chance. Alright, not a big good chance for me. So what I think I'll do with Kevin, at least, since I've got 2 generals here, I've got 2 on the boat, 1 Lyle here. I've got 4 generals over here alone, plus 2 here, so I've got plenty of generals in the south. I'm going to leave him in Hornvale. It's going to increase the taxes by a tiny bit, but it's still going to be helping a little bit more. Now, if I move him to Golden Tooth, it'll help even more, so I'll probably get 2,900 next turn. What we could do... it's already taxed up. I suppose if I want, I could increase the taxes, or no, just get another militia or something. Because once you recruit it and you keep it in the city, then it's just going to stay free upkeep, so. Maybe if I start just doing that with all my settlements, just da-da. I'm totally kidding. Don't even take me seriously. Gotta have some money next turn, alright? Some money's gotta be there.
An order.
Alright, so in doing this, I'll make a coup. This is my coup to see if they'll defend River Run or not. Or, you know, keep their men in place. Because they don't have the forces to kill off Tywin. They have about 18 cavalrymen total, if I counted up correctly. So they would have to slash through all these men. They could get Robb into the fight.
Sire.
Just Robb and his cavalrymen, I suppose.
An order.
So they'd have a full cavalry comped army. And they would fight Tywin, who has bowmen, spearmen. He has a very diverse army. They could Night Fighter this out, so it doesn't really matter.
My lead.
Jaime's pretty safe though. I'm not gonna waste 1500 gold just to fort up just to be safe, because screw being safe. I don't want to be safe. I want to be
Sire.
a crazy person on the wind or something stupid.
Your will, sire. Your will, sire.
It's kind of sad these cavalrymen aren't able to move very far, but I'm not willing to take the upkeep on these guys is combined 1800, so that's a lot of money. All right, I think we're pretty good on our turn right now. There's nothing else I really want to get done. I think I could get one diplomat if I so choose to, which is not a bad idea. Alright, let's... Yeah, let's get a diplomat. That way we can send him as our scout over here to the Starks. That's why I wanted Joy over there as the scout initially, and to get a general. But this way I can send her down this way, get a general, and have a scout to the east. So, that is going to be the end of our second turn as the Lannisters. We can... Militarily, we're first, which is kind of surprising. Let's go over some of the stuff very quickly. So overall, Stannis the Manus is winning. Militarily, we are winning. Production-wise, nobody cares. We're tied with the Kingdom of the South, and the North, for some reason, gets to start off with more regions than we do, so go screw yourselves, alright? It's not fair. It's not fair at all. But yeah, financially, the Kingdom of the South went down a lot, so I don't know what they spent their money on, but yeah, that happened. Oh, I bet they moved their really good cavalry out of their cities, so now that they didn't get a free upkeep. I think it's smarter to leave them in, because that way you don't lose as much money. You do need money for forting. I've been Lannister before, and I mean recently, because it was a rematch hot seat, like a New Bloods rematch hot seat, and I had the tiniest amount of money. I spent the last of it recruiting one unit, and then I went into debt for the next 10 to 15 turns. Then I had everything forted up that I needed to, of course, but I couldn't do anything else. I had to wait, sit and wait. If you're sitting and waiting, or just backpedaling, it's not going to be fun. But yeah, that's everything I need to show you guys today. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you in the next turn. Let's pass it on to the Kingdom of the South. Good luck. Barry Knight out.